Welcome in, latest episode of That SEC Podcast. I'm the cousin that shows up on time, and he's the other one. What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Oh, we got basketball on.
There's that. There's that, man. Hey, I tell you, man, we're one day closer to college football, ain't we? Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I watched the halftime show. That was my favorite part. How about you?
Which one?
I didn't even know there was multiples till your brother told me.
Yeah, I tell you. Hey, I tell you, the game, actually, it kind of sucked. I felt bad for Will Campbell, man. Out of all of it, the guy is just absolutely getting drugged through the dirt right now. And, you know, I just keep going back to when we were talking about how great he was. And so now I'm like, maybe he's the reason Brian Kelly got fired, you know?
Oh, no. I think him not being there is why Brian Kelly got fired. You know what?
Yeah, no, I'm messing with you. It's good to see you, cuz. Always good to see you.
Yeah, so like I said, we got basketball on, so we got that in the background. We'll be sticking through for that game. But I figured, you know what? I mean, I know what the cousins are here for.
Absolutely.
They're here for list season, which we are just getting started. You know what?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'll do the Pavia walk right after the show. But then I said, oh wait, we're going to be watching basketball today, so maybe I'll start that tomorrow, Mike.
I doubt it. But I know Mike said, shout out Mike Andrews. He said, I said, we're waiting on Shane, and he said, well, we know he ain't walking.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. But hey, I had a couple of. Here's the thing, Mike. It warmed up nicely, and it's not like I haven't been getting steps. The last 2 days, I was out there on the golf course, shot 98 on both of them, which is actually
that good?
Not really. I mean, if you're listening, it sounds bad, but I had to play from what they call the tip, so I was back even further. So 98 really was pretty good.
What do you normally shoot?
From the whites. So it's like about.
Is that the lady tees?
No. So there's ladies, there's like the seniors, then there's like what everybody does, and then you always send the great people to the back. And I'm not great. It's just the grouping I was with. They're preparing for like one of them tournaments, you know, and so they want to kind of get used to hitting from back there. And I was like, well, shit, I'll go back. I mean, because you know how it is. We all do this. That pride sticks in. Like, you know, I don't need to hit from the whites either. I'll come back. And I'm in the back arm. I like praying to God I get over the water.
Well, you said you're not great. I think what you just meant is not yet.
No, not yet. Actually,
but you'll get there.
There was one hole. Thank gosh it was cold because it froze over the pond. And I hit one, dude, and it literally skipped off the ice and went. That would have. I mean, I hit a stinger. I mean, it may have skid, if the water wasn't frozen, but it definitely helped that it was. So Mother Nature helped me out a little bit.
Okay. Well, are you ready for the latest list of list season?
Absolutely, man. You know, it's funny. I was looking before I got on here. That's why I was late. I was watching one of them old SEC hangovers with Cousin Shane where I re-ranked the quarterbacks.
Right.
And, I probably should have re-ranked them at the end of that week. You know, it's like that, I was looking at it, I was like, man, I was so confident where those quarterbacks were going to be. So it is way too early, but I am very interested to see where SEC Mike has put these quarterbacks. Mike's quarterbacks, not mine.
Yeah. The things I do for you. All right. So, babe, but before we get into that, so this will be my first rankings of the off season.
Yes.
There's going to be many more, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to get your thoughts on this. We shared it with Steven yesterday, but I didn't have the graphic done. I've got the graphic now, so I shared this on the social medias today, Shane. But these are via FanDuel National Championship odds for every single SEC team. So let me run through these real quick for the audio only people. But the best odds right now, according to FanDuel, to win the national championship out of the SEC is Texas, 7-1. We got Georgia, 10-1. LSU, 16-1. A&M, 17-1. Bama, 27-1. Oklahoma, 30-1. Florida, 50-1. Ole Miss, 60-1. Auburn, Missouri, and Tennessee all at 65-1. And then you got your long shots here. Vandy, 100-1. Kentucky, 200-1. Carolina, 300-1. Mississippi State, 500-1. And then Arkansas, 600 to 1. Any of these jump out to you?
South Carolina at 300-1. I mean, behind Vanderbilt, behind Kentucky, behind Auburn. Every single team except for Arkansas that got a new coach, South Carolina is behind them. So that one really stands out to me. Obviously Texas being in the first spot, but I'm sure they're used to it, right? They're used to us talking about them in the offseason. So, but I half joke, but that one stands out to me. Maybe Florida being a little higher than some of these other, like Tennessee team, Missouri team. That one kind of stands out a little bit, but those are the ones that I guess are eye-catching to me.
Do you think it's fair? LSU 16-1, third best odds out of the SEC already?
Yeah, I just kind of wonder if a little bit of this is about, just the hot hand, right? Everybody's excited about the new toy. Mm-hmm. They want to show their friends how great LSU can be now that Lane Kiffin's down there. So now that one doesn't surprise me, but I do think it's probably the most volatile bet on the board. You right? Either it's going to hit or it's going to fade quickly. So it just depends on which camp you're in.
Any surprise that Auburn, Missouri, and Tennessee are all there at 65-1? Again, this is not knocking Auburn, but
yeah.
Missouri and Tennessee seem far more accomplished than Auburn.
Right, and I'm talking about that grouping there. From Florida, Ole Miss, Auburn, Mizzou, Tennessee, that grouping right there, I'm kind of surprised in the order that they finished as far as the best bet. So the fact that them big orange Vols are down there and they got a quarterback, I may want to bet on that one. But again, this is that grouping that could be this year's A&M. That surprises some folks and makes a run for a college football playoff.
Okay, fair enough. All right, and then one other thing I wanted to ask you, Shane.
Yes.
Before you start ripping these quarterback rankings, everybody should be higher, even number one. Not high enough. So Stephen and I also did buy, sell, or hold stock.
Yes.
For all the SEC teams. And in case you missed it, kind of my criteria was I was looking at the previous 5 years and projecting the next 5.
Yes.
So not necessarily how you did last year and how you're going to do this year, but I'm looking at the last 5 and projecting to the next 5. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Sometimes I confuse you, but
well, after you do one, I'm going to be like, now what did you mean by that?
So these are I'm going to go through all the ones that are sell.
Yeah.
I have Ole Miss, Kentucky, and Alabama sell. Alabama, Ole Miss, Kentucky. So basically I'm saying, can you duplicate the success of the last 5 years in the next 5? I'm selling that.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss is an easy one. I think Bama could be a hold. I think, that would kind of be a hold on my. I just feel like I don't care if Kalen DeBoer or Richard Simmons is coaching that team. I feel like they're going to be flirting with college football playoffs here on out just because of who they are, which is kind of where they have been the last 5 years. And I would say sell in Kentucky too, because there was some success.
Greatest coach they've ever had. Well, I don't know if he's the greatest, but the winningest coach that they've ever had.
Yeah, but it's also tough to predict 5 years from now, you know? I mean, we may be sitting here talking about the powerhouse up there in Lexington based on, I mean, I will say this, more excitement in this offseason of recruiting, this small little window of recruiting through the portal and than I have seen up in the Commonwealth state in a long time, Mike. So that one may be one of the biggest missed on the list.
Yeah, well, our KSR boys are having me on tomorrow to be like, explain yourself with a 3-9 prediction for Kentucky. So that'll be pretty fun.
It feels like we're in a time machine and we're going back to where you had to go explain why Coach Stoops, the guy that got fired, was a C coach. You may have been a little too high, Mike.
All right, so these are the programs I said to hold the stock.
Yes.
Arkansas, which has actually been better than people think. 2-10 last year was just awful, but I'm looking at the last 5. Georgia, I'm saying hold. LSU, Mississippi State, Missouri, Carolina, Tennessee, and Texas. So a lot of holds there, but again, I'm kind of looking at the whole thing.
Yeah.
And if you've been successful of those teams I mentioned, I think you're going to maintain success.
Yeah.
If you've not been successful, I think you may maintain not successful, if that makes sense.
That's the way when you're going through that grouping, there's a couple of people who are like Georgia, they're like, well, shit, we've been SEC champs. Why?
Right.
Hold? Yeah, I'm good with that. But I think if you're South Carolina, you're saying, another 5 years of this roller coaster of nonsense. I feel like,
hey, but some of those years are good. We're getting into a good Beaver year.
Yeah, maybe. I just feel like, I mean, this feels like classic roulette, right? You're sitting there and you're hitting it red and it's black. It's red, it's black. You're like, it should be red, right? But as soon as I put my hard-earned money up there, it turned. So I'm a little worried about that one, but the key is hold, and I look at it as a whole. So you go back, to 21 to 25. What was the success as a whole? So you're looking at that bar is probably 6.5. So I don't know if you can maintain 6.5 the next 5 seasons and keep a coach called Shane Beamer. So yeah, that's why I was looking at that one, just because if they hold, then I feel like there's some trouble over there in Columbia.
Right, and then Beer Belly Beavos is back. We know you hate Texas.
Oh!
Again,
wait,
multiple playoff appearances.
You said
right?
hold. Yeah.
SEC championship appearance. I'm saying that consistency, a hold. I mean, unless you're saying they're winning the national championship, and they very well could.
Yeah.
But a hold is not bad,
No,
not when you've been good.
Dude, we just said Georgia's a hold, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think a hold is a good spot. Who's the other ones? Tennessee was another one. Mizzou.
Yeah,
I think they're cool with that, right? Flirting with that. I mean, basically what you're doing is you're either in the playoffs or right outside the playoffs. Why would you not want to live in that space? I think that's where a lot of these teams would love to be. So, yeah, I can't feel bad for them. I mean, seriously, you made playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years.
So, Bevo, Shane hates you too, just so you know.
I don't hate Bevo. I did go down a rabbit hole of, listen, this might sound crazy. Have you ever heard of Mexican OT?
Mexican OT.
He's a singer, rapper.
Oh, no, never.
He's a fun guy, right? I enjoy his music quite. But I found out he's like really into bull riding, And there's a video that's floating around right now of him just getting absolutely launched by this bull, right? And then there was another video of him riding it. And this bull, because Mexico T's a big guy. He's not as big as me, but he's a big guy. And he's riding this bull, and I'm thinking to myself, this bull's not bucking a lot. But is he not doing that because he's like a Class C bull, I'm just giving a rating system. Or is he, he's not bodacious, right? Or is it because there's a lot of weight on his back? And then I started thinking, I was like, what if the best bull rider in the country is right now on this podcast because I could get my ass on that bull and he ain't jumping nowhere and I could stay the 8 seconds. So I know we kind of went off a little path, but it got me to thinking maybe the key is not being a good cowboy, but a fat one.
Hey, ACV says Shane is the Tennessee version of Mexican OT.
Dude, I like all fat rappers, you know? Maybe that's it, you know?
Now Razorback says Shane's a connoisseur of Mexican gangster rap.
I've been going to El Torito's way too much, Mike.
Yeah, this is where I thought you were going. Mexican OT is 60 hours of work.
No, yeah. I'm about to what's his name? What was your coach? Sam Pittman was joking about him riding bulls, you know. That's my next move. Get the helmet and go out there and ride bulls.
All right, so these are by buys.
Yeah.
Auburn,
Yes.
Florida, Oklahoma, A&M, and Vanderbilt.
What's Oklahoma's success the last 5 years? I mean, they made playoffs.
Right. They've been pretty inconsistent.
Yeah. But
So I'm thinking they can be more consistent now that it seems they have found their footing in the SEC. It seems like they aced it, I believe, with the GM hire.
Yeah.
I think that'll really help. I think Brent Venables has basically found his footing as a head coach.
Uh-huh.
But hey, feel free to disagree.
No, I was just trying to get you to switch. Yeah, I think you're right. Who was my buys one more time, just so I can.
I had Florida and Auburn.
Yeah,
I like these new hires and what they could do.
I agree.
I had Oklahoma, of course. I just said. I have A&M. How about that, buddy? I know they just had a historically great year. And again, does that mean they're winning 12 games next year? No. But I think we're going to go from one of the most underwhelming programs in the conference to one of the more consistent if Coach Elko is as good as he's looked the first 2 years.
Yeah.
And then Vanderbilt, same thing. I know they just had a historically good year. But aside from that, it's been pretty bad.
Yeah.
So I don't think they're going back into the cellar. I don't think they're going to be consistently winning 10 games or anything, but I think they could be a consistent 7-8 win team.
Yeah. I may hold on them. I may hold on Vanderbilt. That's the only one I would disagree with. Of course, I'm holding some miles I got to turn in at some point.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to discount them till you actually do your walking.
But again, they had a lot of success last year too. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I here this whole time, Mike, since we've had this podcast, I have bitched and complained that Vanderbilt's not relevant. And once they get relevant, I'm like, nah, they're going to start sucking again.
Yeah, at least you're consistent. You know?
Oh, shit.
All right, so anything else, Shay, before we get into these SEC quarterback rankings? I'm calling them 1.0.
No.
Anything stand out from we had Kiffin talk, we had Summerall talk. Anything stand out to you from any of that last week?
Well, I really like. I love hearing the new coaches talk. I want to point that out. I feel like we got an upgrade at the podiums. Does that make sense? Like this next generation of coaches, they're not afraid to tell you what they think, and I really enjoy that. Now, obviously, it's going to help us in this business, Mike, but, you know, you're going to have to put up or shut up. I felt like the biggest one that stood out to me was that one that you have right there, Alex Golesh just praying about his offensive line, you know, and I'm pretty sure pun was intended there, you know, so Auburn, you know, that may be the one that's flying a little bit under the radar and could be the one that pops. And I feel like seeing some of these odds come out like you just showed from Vegas makes me feel a little bit better about what we may see on the plains there. So those are just a few things that kind of stood out to me. That and some are all talking about old Tebow coming out of retirement, you know.
Well, and also, as always, you got to know what the odds are, right?
Yeah.
They're not, people take it as like, these are predictions or these are, again, I'll share these again, or that this is, actually how it's going to break down or anything like that. But what it mostly is, now I think it is, they try to be close when they come out, but then they get skewed by people betting it up.
Yes.
So we got all Auburn people, we got Florida people. They got a new coach. I'm not saying these people are putting thousands of dollars, but there's probably a couple crazies, right? They were like, buddy, if Kurt Cignetti can do it, the damn Gators can do it. You know what I mean? So they're throwing money on that. Same deal with LSU fans. Now, I think LSU being up there, I think that's a little bit more legitimate than Florida and Auburn. Of course, their odds are significantly higher than Florida and Auburn. But
yeah,
a lot of this is these fan bases, I think, getting fired. Meanwhile, like, let's say Missouri and Tennessee fans, they're like, shit, we're never going to win with these sons of bitches. Even though these are hell of coaches for each of them.
Yeah. Well, can we do this? Can we play a little game here? So let's just do your favorite odds per bracket. So let's just do per row here. Mm-hmm. So out of that grouping, Texas, Georgia, LSU, A&M, SEC Mike has to put $100 on it. Is there one that maybe is standing out? Now, this $100, you got to remember the odds are a little different between Texas and Texas A&M. So you're looking, hey, I may have a nice little payday if I throw them on the Aggies. So is there? Let's just kind of run down here. Who do you like in that grouping there?
Oh, easy answer, Georgia, 10-1. I think Georgia should be the favorite.
Yeah,
back-to-back SEC champions. Back-to-back playoff appearances, of course. Now, they haven't won any games in the playoff, but they've been making it, and they returned more starters than anybody in the conference. I think they got the best head coach.
Yeah.
There's no turnover at either coordinator position. I think it's got to be Georgia is the best odds.
I like it. Best odds, I think, is Texas, but I'm going to put my money on them LSU Tigers.
Well, you did that last year too.
I know, but it feels like this is the year, right? And it's not that I don't want it on Texas. I just feel like Texas, out of that grouping, I feel like Texas does have the best shot to win the national championship. But I like the return that I would get on them LSU Tigers right now, and I feel like they may have something special. There may be something there. Second grouping, I feel like it's a little skewed because Bama and Ole Miss are too far apart. But let's just say Alabama, Oklahoma, Florida, and Ole Miss. Who do you like out of that grouping?
Oh, I think this is another easy one.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, it's not easy. Sorry.
No.
Give me Ole Miss.
Okay.
Because I like those odds.
Yeah.
I still believe, based on what I know, Trinidad is still going to be the quarterback. Now, if he's not, maybe that changes the equation. But, and hell, I think if he's eligible, I think those odds will significantly shift, if that makes sense. Maybe closer to 20-1.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of value in that one.
Yeah, so now that's a good one. That's a great idea. What do you think happens there?
I think he's playing.
Oh, shit. Well, in that case, this may be the time to put it on Ole Miss.
Right.
Yeah, because I like everything there. I do like what they returned. I love the recruiting class. I love the portal that they got. I mean, everything. I mean, hell, they're still active. They're still calling other active teams and see if there's anything there. Can you leave if you're a grad assistant? Can you do that? Is that in the rule book, or you're pretty much set now that portal's closed?
You mean a grad transfer?
Yeah.
No, I believe you. No. I believe you can transfer still if you're a graduate.
I'll be calling them graduates.
One of the cousins called him Cheat Golding. I think that's what I'm going to start calling him.
Oh, that's a good one. Cheat Golding. Oh, man. If I'm picking one out of this list, Mike, can I see, before I bet, Oklahoma's schedule real quick? Can you pull that up?
Oh yeah, it's a gauntlet as it always is
I
in this
know.
conference. You know what?
I know. I was afraid of that. It's the road games too. Nah, give me Oklahoma. Give me Oklahoma here.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like Oklahoma gets to the dance. Not necessarily, and that's it, man. You got to get in there. Get in the college football playoffs. I know it is a gauntlet, but honestly, right now, I feel like this schedule sits a lot nicer than it has the last couple of seasons. So 30-1, give me them Sooners.
Okay. How about the third row? Auburn, Missouri, Tennessee, Vanderbilt.
Give me them Tennessee balls, baby. Give me them Tennessee balls. And mainly because we got restraining orders out here, and I just feel like I can't restrain from picking them.
No, I think that's fair. It feels like an outlier that Tennessee's that low, doesn't it?
Yeah. Do you think maybe that's a little bit of a factor that the rug gets pulled out underneath Aguilar before the season starts? Or do you think we're in good shape here?
Yeah, I think whoever again, it's FanDuel. Maybe it's FanDuel's done this, but I think they're under the impression that Joey Aguilar's not going to play.
Yeah.
And I think at this point, I think he is going to play. So, again, there's value there in Tennessee. Now, I do think, let's say Austin Simmons is amazing.
Yeah.
Which we've not seen anything that suggests that he truly is. He's got massive potential. But if he's amazing, maybe there's great value in Missouri there.
Yeah. And then I mean, we talked Auburn. That's another one I just feel like we may be sleeping on, because I do think that this offense is going to be night and day different from last year. And can we see Auburn's schedule real quick? I know I'm asking a lot.
You always ask a lot.
Yeah, I feel like Auburn really could. Oh, I love this. There's a real shot Auburn goes 4-0. There's a real shot. I like them early. Some of these teams, you kind of figure out later in the season, especially when you got more film on them. But the fact that he's brought all of his kids over, this may be a team that hits the ground running quicker than some of the new coaches. And obviously, September 19th, Florida Gators is going to be an absolute tough one. I hate that they're going to the Dome for the Baylor game, but I still feel like this Auburn team could really punch some teams in the mouth early in the season. So, yeah, look for a hot start for Auburn here.
Emily said we've heard that before.
Shit. I know. It's like you just want them to be good. But you notice I stopped at week 4. Week 5, they struggle a little bit. Last but not least, Kentucky, South Carolina, Mississippi State, and Arkansas, 600-1. Which one you going to place your $100 on, Mike?
Well, shout out Locked On Gamecock host Chris Marler. It's got to be them Gamecocks, Shane. Again, it's one of them years.
Yeah.
It's an even year. That's when the cock seems to rise down there in Columbia. So shout out Beamer and company. And I think the schedule lines up well.
Mm-hmm.
I like everything I've heard about South Carolina this offseason. So, is it likely to happen? Of course not. But dream season? I mean, it was a dream season just a year ago, wasn't it? And
yeah,
Beamer's already vowing we're going to the playoff.
See, that's the problem having Marler on too much. I feel like a little bit of that stupidity is running off on you there. So, but I feel like you may be onto something here. And the only reason is I love what they did here in the offseason and mainly keeping kids in camp.
Yeah.
Right? It still blows my mind sometimes off, especially after a terrible season there in Columbia, that Shane Beamer's able to do that, but he did. And then you pair that with especially the offensive line that he's brought into town. I feel like this is going to be a breath of fresh air for LaNorris Sellers. So, yeah, I'm kind of in that camp with you. South Carolina. The only thing I don't like, obviously, is the schedule. I feel like out of that group, that may be one of the tougher ones. The only other one I would lean to is maybe Kentucky there. Again, I do like the new coach. I do like the pieces they've added, and this will be another offense similar to Auburn that looks night and day different than they did last season.
Hey, shout out Vol Tiger. I don't know if you've seen this, Shane, but Missouri's Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
They announced today that they're going to be selling the naming rights to the stadium.
Yeah.
He says it's about to be Walmart Stadium. Someone else suggested, is that Gavin, I believe? It says Budweiser Stadium. So I can get behind that. But let me ask you, what would be the best fit for Missouri Stadium? And what would be the worst? Like Walmart would be pretty bad because that's damn Arkansas brand, right? But any brands come to mind that Missouri would most like to be associated with and perhaps least?
I would say I think the best one would be Anheuser, would be Budweiser.
What about Lambert's with the rolls?
Well, I mean,
that's what I'm going for. I'm saying best and
yeah, that may be the worst one. You know, if they're throwing a game, you'd be like, oh, they're rolling over again. You know, or I can hear the jokes now.
I don't even know if that is a Missouri business. I just know that from you. Is it solely? I feel like a dumbass if there's like 20 locations across the country.
They do got. I believe they got like 3 or 4 now. I may be wrong. I'm not an expert. But I believe there's 2 in Missouri. I believe there's also 1 in Alabama or something like that.
Okay, so we probably shouldn't go with that one.
No. I do think the Budweiser one that makes sense, and you really, I mean, the money you could use that, right? I mean,
how about Silver Dollar Stadium?
I was looking at Missouri businesses, biggest Missouri businesses. Let's see what they got here.
Dollar Tree Stadium, Bass Pro Stadium,
Enterprise. That one's on there. O'Reilly's, huh? You know, you could do something with that. Express Scripts. These are some of the bigger companies that are out there. Nestle, Purina Pet Care. So,
what if some wild man did it and bought the naming rights and wanted to call it Epstein Island? Remember, Drake was all on that stuff.
Yeah, I did. I haven't. Here's the thing. I love Twitter, right? I love X. I love getting on there, but I don't know if it's because I'm muting all these accounts, because if I see anything political, I just mute one way or the other. I don't care who you stand on. I go there for sports, food, some funny stuff. That's like kind of my exit, but it's just all politics. But if I see something, I'll mute it. You know, I'm not blocking you, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it on my timeline, you know? But because I'm doing that, I feel like I'm feeding that algorithm. Like, this fucking guy loves it, you know? Because every time I get on there, it's like some new Epstein. Maybe it's not my feed, but it seems like there's something going on, you know?
What about Waffle House Stadium? I feel like that's 2 across the whole country.
Yeah, that's too spread out.
Yeah, I mean, I do like it, though.
I do. Yingling's up there, right? Well, I guess, you know. I mean, dude, at this point, whoever's going to pay the most.
Ooh,
right?
Morristown Honda Stadium. They won't even pay us.
Dude, these cousins, they love it. Save a Lot Stadium, Bill Dollar Stadium, Bucky Stadium, yeah. Casey's. Oh man. Oh, here's the 9. Here's the 9 that made it, and the only one that really stands out to me is Hallmark and O'Reilly. Hallmark would be kind of good. The Hallmark classic, you know. Yeah. Now I'd probably go with O'Reilly's.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
All right, on to the quarterback rankings 1.0. Unless you got anything else, buddy, before we hop on.
No, that's it. Let's butcher this thing.
Okay. Now, again, I want to clarify, Shane.
Here we go.
How I'm ranking these guys. Again, that's why I'm calling it 1.0. I am going off of what I know of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them I've not studied because they're like transfers or they're from high school.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So it's like, I don't want to just BS people and be like, yeah, this guy, look, I'm going to put this guy, he's definitely second. You know, and I haven't even watched him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So this is what I know of the guys today. This is not, remember, we do this, we put it out in July.
Yes.
My rankings, and it's how I predict the quarterbacks will be by the end of the year.
Right.
That's not what this is. So this is different. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't think they're going to get it. I'm sure the smart cousins will get it, but the ones that just catch their guy at the 12 spot's going to be a little upset.
Okay, well, I'm going to piss them off right out the gate then,
Don't you say Arch Manning.
Arch?
No.
No. Give me number 16. Give me Jared Curtis, Vanderbilt. And again, we don't even know if he's going to be the quarterback, but the assumption is 5-star. Hell, he might be awesome and just come in here and whoop everybody's ass, Shane. But it's a tall ask to have a true freshman come in here and replace what Diego Pavia did and go 10-2. And I hope he can do it. I hope he's awesome. But I think there's going to be a learning curve one way or another. So right now I got Jared Curtis, Vanderbilt, true freshman, who projects to start as the number 16 quarterback in the SEC. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's absolutely fair because I feel like you hit the nail on the head. You don't even know if the guy's going to get the job. I mean, I was looking at last year, and we had Austin Simmons, we had Jackson Arnold, we had Calzada. I mean, there's some of these names that just did not make it, and we're not saying that he won't be great, but I shouldn't say we. You aren't saying that, but I'm trying to think the last time. Who's if you're thinking true freshman,
Bo Nix.
Is that the best? Is that like your ceiling that you go to?
Well, no, but I already knew where you were going to ask me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. He's the last one that, remember, he came in for Auburn.
Yeah.
He was inconsistent, let's be fair, but he was good. I recall the first game, I think it was against Oregon, which was interesting because he ended up going to Oregon. But remember, he beat him with like a touchdown at the end of the game drive. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. And of course, he is now awesome in the NFL, but he's the best that I can think of.
Yeah.
As a true freshman. Again, Lucky says Johnny Man. So again, all these guys there's been a lot of redshirt freshmen that were awesome.
Yeah.
Manziel was a redshirt freshman.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's even tougher to come in as a true freshman.
Yeah. In the SEC.
Here's a good one. Jay Clark says Tua. Now he had the game-winning touchdown in the championship.
But he didn't start.
But he didn't start. He didn't start a single game.
It's like DJ Lagway. He didn't start.
Hey, his teammate, though, was pretty awesome. Maybe that was a big miss by me. Jalen Hurts. He was a true freshman, played for Alabama. He actually won SEC Offensive Player of the Year as a true freshman, which I didn't think he deserved to win that.
Yeah.
He was very good. But was he the most dominant offensive player in the Southeastern Conference?
Yeah.
I didn't think so. But, that's probably the gold standard. And again, he was largely a runner at that point.
Holinsky, maybe. Remember, he was supposed to be at prom. That was
I think you're thinking of Bentley.
Oh, was it Bentley? I thought it was Holinsky. Maybe it was Bentley. Yeah.
I mean, they were both back-to-back South Carolina. They're kind of the same guy, you know what?
Yeah, that's right. My bad.
But Jake Bentley was the one, he like skipped senior year.
Yeah.
Which I guess is becoming like a trend now. But, and again, he was decent, but he was...
I think Dobbs too. But he didn't start. He came in Alabama or something like that. Maybe he was a red shirt.
I think he was a red shirt too.
Yeah. I guess we're just. Yeah. None of them. And to do it in Vanderbilt, good luck. Not saying it can't happen, but it just rarely does.
Right. All right. So number 15, Shane.
Yes.
And again, I don't know much about this guy. I need to do a little more research. I tried to track down what I could, but I'm going with Kentucky's Kenny Minchey, who didn't start. He was a backup at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
No starting experience. I don't know how you really, put him in number 8. You know what I mean? Like, based on what? Like, I'm going off of his college career, and there's not much career to go off of.
Nick Roush right now. Ask him about quarterback. Did you not see the interview where the coach said he should have started him?
Yes, I don't know what to make of this guy. Is that fair?
That's fair. It's almost like a freshman,
Yeah.
Obviously has hype. Obviously, has the on 3 status if you're going off those kind of ratings, but brother, again, you got to see it on paper. Hell, we ain't even seen it in practice yet. So yeah, I'm right there with you.
Now, will he be good? I bet he probably will be, Shane. You know what?
Yeah.
Playing for Will Stein and all that, but as of today,
did Cutter Boley set any type of bar up there in your opinion?
I think so. I mean,
yeah.
Again, Will Stein. I'm not. I feel like I've been so down on Kentucky. It's kind of, they're going to think I just hate him or something. But I mean, just based on what I know, and again, I don't know anything about this guy.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's not Cutter Boley. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I thought he looked really good. Now, again, you got to have faith in Will Stein.
Yes.
I don't know the story. Maybe he wanted too much. Maybe I think more realistically, he evaluated Cutter and then he evaluated this Minchey. He said, "Hey, I'd rather have Minchey." That's the only logical conclusion I could come to. But I liked what I saw from old Cutter, and I was disappointed that he was. Every time we watched him play, Shane, they're like, "Here's old Cutter, what is it, an 8-year-old in his Kentucky Blues up there." They love that story, which I mean that's what makes college fun. These kids grow up wanting to be the quarterback in Kentucky. The guy got his dream.
Yeah.
Now he's at Arizona State. It's like,
Yeah. Hey, we all got one, right? I mean, mine's the quarterback in Jacksonville. So, how many times did we see those Tennessee jerseys? So, yeah, I get it.
All right, number 14. Again, this is largely based on not watching much. I've watched the highlights and stuff.
Yeah.
He's got around 900 passing yards in 2 seasons at Georgia Tech. Give me Aaron Philo, Georgia Tech transfer, New Florida. Now, he's got to win the job. He's not even been given the job, and nor should he.
Yeah.
They had a young freshman, Tramel Jones, who's very touted. So we don't even know if Aaron Philo is going to be the starting quarterback, but I assume he is, following the offensive coordinator and Buster Faulkner. So give me Aaron Philo, number 14, who apparently tore up the record book, Shane, in Georgia high school.
Yeah.
So I do think he's going to be a good player, but I got to rate him a little low here.
Yeah, I mean, but they were so excited to get him. That's the big one for me. And if Coach Summerall's excited, I'm excited. So this is one that I feel like we may adjust. We may adjust in the after spring practice and maybe we have, because again, you don't forget, we don't have that spring window. So I feel like this spring practice that we've kind of made this stupid game prior to, I feel like it's going to get kind of back to that old school where we're trying to establish a depth chart going into the off, so I feel like definitely at quarterback we'll have a better understanding. So yeah, I don't know why you're so bad on the Florida Gators, but hey, it's your list.
He's probably like number 1 on the board where if we get to see some of spring,
yeah,
we're going to be like, man, this guy's amazing. We got to put him up the list. You know what?
Damn Liquid said, "See ya." He said, I've seen enough. Find out where my quarterback's at.
Now he's out of here. All right, how about number 13, Shade? Give me Arkansas, KJ Jackson. We saw him in limited duties last season. I'm trying to think of the game. LSU, I believe, was one, maybe, or Texas. I think it was maybe Texas or Missouri. I can't recall. But he came in, replaced Taylor Green, and, obviously he didn't look phenomenal. They didn't win these games, but I thought he looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
And that was one of the big gets as soon as Ryan Silverfield walked through the door. He said, "Hey, KJ's staying. We've got a commitment from him." So the fact that the new coach came in and immediately recognized we got to keep his quarterback for some continuity, I thought that was pretty big. And this is just, again, he's not a transfer. He's familiar to the program. You know, I don't know what to make of him in this offense because we've not seen it. Yeah, best 2-10 team in history. But I like KJ. I think he's going to be a solid player.
Dude, easily the best 2-10 team I've ever seen. I mean, you really can't. We joke about it, but yes, I'm right there with you. And KJ, you know, there was people. I mean, I'm small camps, but I kept hearing his name floated around several times. Felt like every time something was going bad in the backfield, they're like, "Hey, let's just see what KJ can do," you know. So now he's going to have that opportunity, and I feel like he's got some pretty big shoes to fill. So you're going to be constantly comparing him to last year's quarterback, Taylor Green, but I don't know. He could be a surprise, brother. He absolutely could be a surprise.
But do you feel it's appropriately ranked or too low?
You're too low. Too low.
Number 13?
Yeah, way too low. But it's your list, you know.
Well, we got some good quarterbacks coming up here, Shane. Give me number 12.
Yeah.
And again, we don't even know if this guy is going to be the quarterback, but everybody's giving the other guy the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving it number 12, Austin Mack, Alabama, not Keelan Russell, the touted 5-star freshman. And maybe I'm wrong, Shane, but when Ty Simpson got hurt, they put in Austin Mack. Now, he didn't do much, so maybe that's hurt my reasoning here. But Austin Mack's been with DeBoer for 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
And, this will be his 4th year together. So he's intimately aware of the system. Again, Keelan Russell could be the guy, and he could be amazing. This is not a knock on him. But give me Austin Mack. This is more of just I think playing for DeBoer, playing for Ryan Grubb, whoever the quarterback is. I think he'll be really good next year.
You know who is really good? Steven Up. Roll Tide.
But remember this time last year, everybody was like, Ty Simpson, what a joke.
Yeah.
Before he got hurt, I mean, he was phenomenal.
I don't hate it, but I do worry about it because, hey, we got a whole offseason here. And to crown a guy that may not have the job, or I'm not saying crown him, but you've got him over a couple of names, I would be a little leery just because there may be a quarterback competition down there. I know there's a quarterback competition down there.
What if it's more, I'm saying, Alabama quarterback, number 12?
But see, that's the thing. If I knew Mack was the guy, I'd say you're too low. You know, it's just, I feel like because there is a little bit of that back and forth seesaw, we don't know. If they came out and said Russell was the guy, we'd probably say, you know what, he should be higher, right? And I think because whatever Alabama product they put out there, they're going to have success, and they're all going to stem back to how good the quarterback played.
Well, so far you said everyone's too low.
No, I don't think so. Did I? No, I don't think
so. I mean, we're not kicking arch down here, are we?
No. I'd maybe up one spot. Maybe I'm up one spot.
Okay. All right, number 11.
You know what? I'd bring Mack. Here's the thing. I'd bring Mack down because I don't know he's going to have it.
Okay. But you just said, you're like, if that's him, he's way higher.
Now, if you told me with certainty he's there, you're definitely wrong.
All right, give me number 11.
Uh-huh.
Give me Austin Simmons, Missouri. Again, not sure what to 100% make of him. I know Ole Miss loved him. And they had, of course, Trinidad step in.
Yeah.
But he could come in here and be a really good player, I think, for Missouri that brings back both their running backs and a lot on the offensive line. They've raided the portal for help at receiver. They got a good tight end coming back.
Yeah.
I think Austin Simmons is poised to have a really good year.
I think he is too. And I feel like if you're looking at this as a Mizzou fan, you're naturally, I feel like there'll be an uptick in his. Here's the thing. When I think of Austin Simmons, and I think about the success he had last year, a lot of that had to do with Lacey. A lot of that had to do with that established run game that kind of took that pressure off of him. And I feel like going over here to Columbia, he's going to have the same thing. He doesn't have to win the games. And with that, I feel like you're going to say, damn, Austin Simmons is a pretty damn good quarterback, because, again, we're going to be comparing it to Bo. We're going to be comparing it to, whoever else was back there at quarterback. So, I feel like Austin, he's tough to judge just based off of one season last year, but this is a guy that I feel like has higher ceiling than some of the guys you've mentioned.
Okay.
If not most of the guys you mentioned.
Too low. Got it. All right. Number 10. Kamario Taylor, Mississippi State. Shane, again, I like what I've seen from him. He's a true dual threat quarterback playing for Mr. Jeff Lebby, who I've been very critical of Jeff Lebby and Mississippi State under his leadership. But the one thing you cannot be critical of is his development and production from the quarterback position. I think Kamario Taylor, just based on what he flashed last season, whole off season of development, being the number one guy.
Yeah.
I think he could be maybe the biggest breakout quarterback in the SEC next year.
Yeah, I just told you Simmons upside. I didn't know you're going to bring this guy out next, because there isn't a guy on this list, maybe than Russell in Alabama, that has a higher ceiling than this guy. He's fun. He's exciting. And if you've not got to see it, you will. You will this year. And, I love his athleticism. I just feel like this is a kind of quarterback that can completely take over a game by himself, which is why a lot of folks are high on Mississippi State, or at least as far as exceeding expectations, or doing better than they did the last couple of seasons. And a lot of that has to do with quarterback here.
Okay, so this is the first one you like.
Yeah, I like it. You're a good spot. Good spot.
Okay.
You're the one you nailed. He'll probably be number one by the end of the season.
All right, how about number 9, Shane? Thank you, Knox County Judge. Give me Joey Aguilar, number 9. Now, he's a passing machine. Can throw it all over the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Not a super great runner. Not totally ineffective running the football by any means, but I think playing for Josh Heupel, playing in this offense, I think he'll be very, very productive. And again, this is not necessarily like he's going to have the 9th best stats in the conference. I'm trying to not count stats necessarily, if that makes sense. But give me Joey Aguilar, number 9 quarterback in the SEC.
Number 9. His 9th year. I mean, come on, Mike. This guy's dialed in. He's like peaking right now, So, and what I do like too is I felt like Joey Aguilar, some of the mistakes he made early in the season was basically that chemistry that he didn't have with those receivers, which now is getting established. Full off season, I feel like Joey Aguilar's got, this is it, right? I mean, there's no restraining order that's going to get him back for another season, I wouldn't think. So I feel like this may be the right spot. And the only reason I'm saying that, Mike, is because there's a lot of good quarterbacks in this conference.
Yeah.
But I do think you're a little low on Joey.
Green Wave says Joey led the SEC passing against number 9.
Yeah,
Well, he had a lot of interceptions too, didn't he?
No.
He did.
Not his fault. A lot of tips and stuff, the receivers could catch. Yeah.
I just think playing in this offense, you're going to get numbers. We can't just go off numbers. Highly, highly productive offense. And that shouldn't take away from Joey Aguilar, but hell, correct me if I'm wrong, Shane. Did we not try to upgrade at the quarterback position by virtually every damn quarterback in the portal?
Yeah. But that's because we were afraid how the courts would go.
I think they were trying to upgrade is what they were doing.
Yeah, but I do feel like, I don't know.
And that doesn't mean he's bad.
I know. I'm just
He's,
thinking.
I think he kind of is what he is.
But I think 9 is too low, man. And I joke about the other ones, but I think this
You haven't
one.
even heard the rest of them.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of 8 better ones than Joey Aguilar right now. Let's hear them.
He had good chemistry with Alabama corner Xavier Brown, who picked 6.
Shit. Wasn't his fault. Misunderstanding.
All right, number 8.
Yeah.
Again, you tell me, Shane. You'd rather have Joey Aguilar, or would you rather have Marcel Reed? Number 8, quarterback in the SEC right now. Way too inconsistent completion percentage. A little accuracy is a little bit an issue. Deep ball's an issue, but highly productive. And a threat to run the ball and do some crazy stuff. 11 games last year? Made the college football playoff. Now, it was a complete dud when they got there, but that's not all on him. Give me Marcel Reed, number 8 quarterback in the SEC.
You know, it's funny. I redid the quarterbacks after week 1, and I had him at like 15 or 14. Like his week 1 performance just said, he ain't the guy. But you talk about a roller coaster. Marcel Reed was on one, because there was also a point this season where I said, damn, he may be number 2, number 3. I felt like that after that Notre Dame game, especially, so, but then.
Yeah, let's go through it. I mean, the first 2, you're like, is this the guy?
Right.
Notre Dame, you're like, shit, game-winning drive, fourth and goal. Is this guy going to win the damn Heisman?
Yeah.
And then Auburn happens, and their excuse was like, well, we just knew they couldn't do anything. So we weren't worried about it, right?
Yeah.
He was solid. Mississippi State, he was not good either. Well, but we did a watch party.
Defense was great. That defense won that one.
I think the score was like 6-3 in the halftime. Remember that?
Yes.
It was not good. The next 3 were all fine, and LSU was, I thought, the highlight of his season. He was phenomenal.
Yes.
He looked incredible. Missouri, if you go back, that's the stupid game where we both picked Missouri.
Yeah.
And he looked awful in that one, despite what the score would tell you. Right. Awful strong, but he did not look good against Missouri. South Carolina, awful for the first half, incredible in the second half. And then Texas and Miami, not very good.
Yeah. That's the thing. The longer it goes, the further away we get from it, the more we remember the highlights than the downsides, right? You don't remember a bad game that you won. You always remember the great game you came back or something. So
yeah,
I get that. But Marcel Reed has also shown that he has had a top 3 ceiling. It's the floor. Does he clean that up? The boneheaded mistakes, the bad decision making, that's something I feel like would get corrected over time. But yeah, I mean, we can't make excuses for him this year.
Right. So again, solid.
Yeah.
Very solid, but very inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fair to say, right?
I'd have Joey a little higher than Marcel Reed right now.
Okay. All right. Number 7.
Yeah.
And again, I need to study this guy a little bit more. But everyone I talk to, they love this guy, Shane. Give me Sam Leavitt, LSU. We had our buddy Clark Brooks, SEC Stat Cat, last week.
Yeah.
He says he's the best damn quarterback in the conference. Now, Mississippi State fans will say, God, he threw for 80 yards on us, So that was a good point, too. But I think, and maybe, again, I can't speak for other people, right? But I think this guy's got potential. He makes like the incredible plays.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how consistent he is. So playing in a new conference, new offense, new coach.
Yeah.
I feel like until further notice, again, 4,600 passing yards. That's pretty damn good. 816 rushing yards. He scored 46 touchdowns in 2 years.
Yeah.
So these are impressive numbers. But until I study him further and kind of know what he is, give me Sam Leavitt, number 7.
Obviously, he would have been higher if he was in Knoxville, but I think we all do this, right? It's like real world or video games.
Yeah.
And if you're in video games and you say, hey, this guy's a 99, and I go over here and I get him and I put him on my team, we're going to be great, But real world, you may be looking at, okay, he's a 99 against this team, against that team. Comes over here, struggles against Mississippi State, It was early in the season, obviously. But, there's question on health. There's question on, is he going to fit in Lane Kiffin's system? And it's just so easy. We all do this where we just, boom, this guy over here is going to be perfect. I've done this so many times with Georgia quarterbacks. I don't think I've hit a one. So, yes, could he be right here in this spot? Absolutely. Have I seen film on him and he's looked good at times? Absolutely. But to say it's going to mesh and fit perfectly, long as Trey'Dez Green's healthy, yeah, I think there's a high likelihood. But I do worry a little bit. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't.
Well, good news for Sam Leavitt, Shane.
Yeah,
they don't have to go to Mississippi State. Remember the cowbell? They were doing the little jingle, ding 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 ding. That was like the highlight of that week. Is how they tried to prepare those guys at Arizona State for the cowbells.
That and coach complaining that there was no hotels near Starkville and don't have anywhere to eat.
They ate a loss that night. You know what?
Ooh, zing.
All right, number 6 quarterback on the list, Shane.
Yes.
I don't think you're going to like this one either.
Too late.
Arch Manning.
What?
Texas. 6 is pretty good, Shane. I mean, we're talking upper echelon here in the Southeastern Conference. Now, Texas fans will say, by God, this guy, it's funny, all the statistics that, and this is not unique to Texas, but just any fans really fine with their guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard this one, Shane, but it's like the last 4 weeks of the season, best QBR in the SEC. There's always some stupid stat. Well, I'm not going off of 4 games. I'm going off the entire season that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pretty inconsistent. I think it's fair to say. I think he'll be really good. I think he'll be better than last season. And he's probably the most underrated runner in the conference too at the quarterback position. So he's a true dual threat as well. But I don't know if I'm not. Clearly, I'm not. I'm not all aboard the hype train just yet.
Well, that makes one of us because I'm right there. I do. The way I look at it is, did I see improvement? And I saw vast improvement from week 1 to that final week of the season. In fact, I really wanted Texas to get in that playoff mix because I was just curious on how far Arch Manning would take them. So, yeah, I'm right there. I love the ads that they've made. I love the work that they've put around him. So, and again, we're judging him, but I feel like sometimes these quarterbacks, their numbers, if you will, their attributes, if you will, are skewed by the talent that is around or not around them. And I feel like Texas is going to have a better squad around him next season. And part of the reason why they got him a favorite to win a national title. So, yeah, I think Arch Manning should be in that 1, 2, 3 spot.
Ooh. Now let me ask you this, Shane.
Yeah.
Is that any different than DJ Lagway last year, who got hot at the end, and then everybody was like, yeah, "This is the guy right here," or LaNorris Sellers, who got hot, and we were like, "God." Remember we had who was it? Brooks Austin at Media Days. He's like, "Boys, I don't know if you know of what was his name, Genty, Boise State, almost won the Heisman." He's like, "Sellers is a better runner than that guy," and I was like, good night. This elite guy. And again, that guy does his homework. So, I mean, sometimes these quarterbacks catch fire.
Yeah.
At the end of one year, and then we're like, this is the dude right here.
Yeah.
Doesn't always translate.
Yeah, but sometimes it does. And,
Does
I
Joe
felt,
Milton in the bowl game,
Dude,
Nico in the bowl game.
how much pressure was Arch Manning under coming into last season?
Too much.
Yeah, the whole SEC media days was about Arch coming in there and shaking hands with Paul Dan Feinbaum, So I feel like the bar was set. He was supposed to come in here. He's supposed to win a Heisman. Hell, before he even took a snap, we're talking about him. His grandfather coming out here saying he's going to come back for another season. Why? Because the boy needs to grow up. The boy needs to learn. He's not there. He's not at college. He's not an NFL quarterback yet. But, again, there were several games. I watched Eli Manning. He had to find those growing pains. I saw it with Peyton Manning. There were some years that Peyton knew that he needed to come back. So, yeah, I feel like when the moment's right, Arch Manning will be just fine, and it may be this season. But the expectation is him being the best quarterback in the conference. I'm not saying that's the case, but top 3 for sure. Look at this guy. He's you watching this Vanderbilt Auburn game, dude? That's half the cousins listening to this show right now.
Well, devil's advocate to what you just said.
Yeah.
So those were excellent points as always.
Thank you, sir.
Is that any different than what it's going to be this year? I mean, he's going to be the star of media days. He's going to be the star of the off season. They'll probably be preseason number 1. Could the weight of expectations bury him again? I hope they don't. I don't root against these guys. I don't root against anybody except for Hugh Freeze. But it's now maybe you could say he's better prepared. But
Pressure.
I think you could also say he didn't handle it too well.
Pressure makes diamonds, brother. Makes diamonds. Do you think? I'm glad you said that because I'm trying to think of a list of coaches and players that are going to be like the hottest topic down here at Media Days. And I feel like Lane Kiffin will be number 1.
Right.
But I think Arch Manning would be number 2, don't you? We're talking coaches and players. I would say so.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. Now, I think this is different than what you're asking us, but I think Drink, he has kind of like embraced, this is my time to shine.
Be the villain?
Well, maybe not even the villain,
Yeah.
but he was entertaining as hell last time, if you recall, when most of these guys are like,
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like.
Yeah, you're talking about something different. I think the biggest storyline, other than what you're talking about, is just how many new coaches there are. That's going to be the big talking point. It's like, who are these guys? Who is Silver Fox? Who is John Summerall? Stein? I think that's going to be the big talking point.
Even Pete, they're going to get to talk to him. So
Cheating Pete.
cheat.
Cheat Goldie.
Oh, I love it. Oh, shit.
All right, number 5, Shane.
Yeah.
Money Mateer. Timmy John Mateer. Are his numbers pretty like old Arch? No, not necessarily, Shane. But this guy put the damn team on his back, carried him to the fucking playoff, if you recall, unlike the other guy. And there were tons of games this year where he had to go win it for him. And he by God, he did it, Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan, Auburn. He put the game-winning drives there. Alabama, LSU. Now, they were in that position, LSU, because he had a horrific game. But, hey, he made the plays when they mattered. He was the offense, Shane. Now, it wasn't a great offense, but, hey, football's a game. You can't just have one damn player unless it's Cam Newton.
Right.
He was like poor man Cam last year. And, it took his toll on him. So I think his numbers are ugly in some regard, but I think he's just he's kind of like Brett Favre without the welfare scams. You know what I mean? Like he's just a football. He's if he was playing in the 60s, he'd be a linebacker. But in modern era, he's a damn quarterback. You know what?
Yeah. And he's just like one of those guys that can't die, right? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever watch them movies and they're fighting and the guy's just laying there like, oh, he killed the guy. And then all of a sudden, finger moves, you know? That's John Mateer as he gets up and goes back to the huddle. So he's a tough son of a bitch, I tell you that. But we're talking about quarterback here, man. So,
yeah.
And it's everything. It's being a good thrower. It's being a good runner, a good play caller, a good team leader, you know. So there's some attributes that John Mateer has, which I think puts him toward this list. But, you know, you've put him over some guys that have proven to be better throwers. You have put him over guys that you've proven to be better runners. So the only reason I would argue John Mateer here is because everything, right? He kind of put this team back on the map. He did take them to the college football. Was it pretty? Absolutely not. But he's tough as nails, and he found ways to win, and I think that should move you up. So I don't hate it, but I think he's in a pretty good spot here, this 5, 6, 7 mix.
Okay. All right, now here I might lose you.
Too late. I'm that guy just zoned out.
Shout out your guy Golish.
Uh-huh.
Because I think he's bringing with him one hell of a quarterback, Shane. And Bryum Brown led the nation, Shane. 42 touchdowns last year.
Mm-hmm.
Completed over 66% of his passes, over 3,000 yards, 28 passing, 7 interceptions, over 1,000 rushing yards, 14 rushing touchdowns. Same offense, obviously. They're bringing his entire freaking offense basically to Auburn. I don't think there's going to be much of a learning curve. I mean, hell, they beat Florida last year.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think, and I get it. Like in years past, you'd say, well, that was South Florida. Good luck doing that in the SEC. I think those days are like gone now, man, because, I mean, half these damn rosters, not just Auburn, but across all of the SEC,
yeah,
are damn transfers that they've gotten from South Florida and Boise and on and on. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't think there's that much of a difference anymore. I really don't.
No, I mean, South Carolina State, Charlotte, North Texas, Florida Atlantic, Memphis, UTSA, Navy, UAB, Rice, Old Dominion lost that game. And I'm just saying, Mike, you may be onto something, but I think you're a little high on this guy. Obviously, you're going to see some numbers, but I feel like Golish, Heupel, Coach Leach, Jeff Lebby, they're just going to have some numbers. I feel like that's going to be the case here. Will he be a really good quarterback? Absolutely. At the end of the year, wouldn't surprise me if he's leading the league in throwing. But is he better than 7 of the guys you just said? No, I'm not there right now, Mike. Not there.
He might be the best one.
And I'm never wrong about Auburn, Mike. He's too high. He's too damn high.
I think he's going to be a sensational player. I really do.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. He may be. That's what I'm saying. The numbers will look great. He'll be kind of like what was that guy's name? What was Mississippi State? Will
Rogers?
Will Rogers. Yeah, he may be the Mr. Rogers of Auburn.
I don't think Will Rogers ran 1,000 yards in his life. Bryum Brown did it last season.
Statistically, it's going to look good, but yes, that's kind of where we're going to be.
You know what Bryum Brown did that Arch didn't?
Emily says, keep your distance. What's that?
He won in the swamp last year.
Fair. It was early.
Well, it was early when Texas played him too.
I know.
And they didn't get it done.
I'm not going to argue. It's your list, Mike. It's not my list. I'm giving you a little preview of what your comments are going to look like tomorrow.
That's fair. All right, number 3. I think we've slept on this guy a little too much.
Yeah.
I think coming back, I think we need to give him his due. Give me Gunner Stockton.
Gunner.
Georgia. Again, is he the world's best quarterback? No, I'm not saying that, but he's got a lot of big-time wins.
Yep.
He's got a lot of wins on the road. He's made critical throws. God, tough as I think he's even tougher than Mateer.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
I mean, this guy, I've seen him get knocked out and score the winning touchdown. You know, I've never seen anything like it in my life. But give me Gunner. He needs to be a more consistent passing.
Yeah.
But just another just true football player. Give me Gunner, number 3.
Like Wolverine, you know. he's gone, man, and all of a sudden he just starts, healing himself somehow. So, he's a tough one too, and I feel like again similar to Mateer, it's just winning. Winning needs to be pointed out here. A guy finds a way to do it, and if it even requires sacrificing his body, but for him to be considered an elite quarterback, for him to be considered, in the NFL, a draft, he's got to take some big steps this offseason, and I think he can, right? I do think it's there, but there's going to be a lot of pressure on Gunner, because if Georgia falls short again, they're going to blame the offense, not the defense. It's never the defense's fault.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Hey, I'm sorry I missed this one. Shout out Cousin Wesley for the donation.
Thank you, cuz.
Hey, cousins, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely is it Lane Whiffen Kiffin gone after 2 years at LSU?
2 years.
1 out of 10.
I would say 5.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say 2.
I really think the NFL could be on the horizon if the right opportunity comes up, I mean, because
I just think the fact that he stayed at Ole Miss as long as he did.
Yeah.
Now, there was a lot of overtures. He almost went to Auburn. He tried to get the Bama job.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee fans wanted him when there was a coaching change. I mean, I don't know how many opportunities he truly had, but point being, he's been known to look around. But he stayed so long at Ole Miss. That's got to give me some optimism that he'll stick that maybe this is kind of like, remember when Saban got to Tuscaloosa? I mean, that was like our rallying cry for 20 years. Like, this guy, 2 years, NFL, or this, that, and the other. And he was in it for the long haul. Maybe Kiffin is.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't think they'll fire him because they're paying too many coaches right now. But I do wonder about the NFL. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's the next hurdle, because he's constantly compared to Nick Saban. Even though Nick Saban has all these national titles, as soon as he gets one, if he gets one, he's in a great spot to get one. I would imagine that next chapter is going to be the NFL, because that's the last thing. It's like a list he's got of things he screwed up on. And the Raider, it's the NFL's next.
So 1 out of 10, you said 8, right?
No. I'm recalibrating. I said 5, but I think it's closer to 3.5.
Okay, 3.5.
3.5, yeah. It's the 2 years. If we're talking 3 to 4 years, I think odds are he's gone. He's not going to stay there for 15. He's not retiring down there in LSU.
2 is pretty extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like Chad Morris long.
That's what I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think 3 is a good number. 3 to 4, and that's. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: what would the record have to be for him to get fired in 2 years?
In 2 years, he would have to. I mean, probably win
like 4 and 8, right? Back to back.
Yeah, well, yeah. To get fired, he'd have to miss the bowl, or he'd have to miss a bowl 2 seasons in a row.
I think even at 5 and 7, they'd be like, "All right, year 3, they pull a Hugh Freeze and be like, we're close."
I can't wait to hear the excuses if it doesn't happen. The student section wasn't showing up.
All right, hey, number 2 quarterback. Now, I could be way, way off on this one, Shane.
Too late.
But I still got faith in my guy, LaNorris Sellers.
Yeah.
Again, the numbers are ridiculously poor. But again, I'm not going strictly off numbers. We just want to look at the stat sheet. I guess that's one way to do it. But when you can't protect a quarterback to save your life, he's the most pressured, most sacked Power 4 quarterback the last 2 years in college football. I don't know how the hell you evaluate this guy. When he does get protection, we have seen what he's capable of.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is a unicorn of unicorns. I think he's a really good player. I think it's just been hard to see. It's like you said diamond in the rough. It's like a diamond lodged in mud. You know, it sparkles from the right angle.
Yeah.
But right now it's a little covered.
It's there, right? You know, and that is the thing. We've seen some splash plays. We've seen some great games actually where LaNorris just took over. And
it seems like he could throw it like 75 yards in the air.
I'm just concerned about give up. If the season doesn't go well, I felt like there was a little bit of give up around him, not necessarily with him, but
well, let me ask you this. If he had that mindset,
yeah,
wouldn't he have left during just via the portal? Like if he's that close to checking out, which you're not saying he is, but if they have a bad, I mean,
not just him. I think it was around him.
Oh,
you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah, I felt like you're talking about pressure. You know, I feel like there comes a point where you ain't putting in as much effort because what are you playing for anymore? And I don't think that's going to be the case. But the way I look at it, Mike, at the end of the damn day, if you put LaNorris Sellers on a different team, would we have him higher on this list? Would he be up here in the top 3? Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So I'm with you. I still believe in him. And
how many playoff games does Georgia win in the last 2 years if they had Sellers?
Golly. Could you imagine? That's all Georgia's. Nothing against Gunner. We've got Gunner up here.
Right.
But I feel like elite quarterback play in Georgia, we'd be singing a different tune right now. They probably would have won 3 consecutive national titles.
Could it be that Sellers is just missing his goggles?
People are asking, right? They thought I got smarter with glasses. Nope. I'm the same dummy.
All right, so last one, number 1.
You know it.
Come on, Shade. I buy it in big time. He was catching fire again. I'm assuming that he's eligible, of course.
Yeah.
No reason to believe, based on everything I've heard, that he won't be. So give me Trinidad, number 1 quarterback in the SEC right now.
Easy pick. I had him number 1 this year. So to say it'd be different next year, I'd be lying. So, yeah, Trinidad Chambliss, absolute elite player. And if Ole Miss, if he can keep him, they keep him on staff, watch out. Going to be dangerous yet again.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
It's like Shane on the golf course. Dangerous.
Yeah. I think I figured something out, you know. I can't wait to get back out there because something clicked the other day.
Oh. Maybe that's why you're shooting your 98s?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be doing the white tees moving forward. So, but the way I played, I could have easily have broke 90. I wouldn't say easy. The putting. I haven't quite figured out. I went to Alabama. We did some elite golf, and the greens down there were extremely fast. I'm not making excuses, but I'm giving you some. And when we got back home, they're a lot slower, you know. So it's taking a little getting used to.
You know what's not taking much to get used to?
This ball game.
Jared!
Oh!
Shout out, Jared!
Thank you, cuz.
He gifted a membership to David Montgomery. Thank you, Jared.
Yeah.
And then we got ACV.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, ACV. He gifted Saber Cats. Cool name.
Yeah.
And then we had
cuz.
Steven.
Roll Tide.
Always showing up for them boys in Tuscaloosa. It's Steven up. Roll Tide.
All of y'all. He gifted Will Butler. All of y'all. Welcome.
Welcome to the family. Oh, Mike, what a list. What a damn list. What a damn game. You watching any of this?
Yeah, I got it on. So, I mean, this is my favorite, right? Where we're in the second half. Possessions are starting to mean something. We got Vanderbilt going on the road. I don't know about this this coach.
No.
Pearl Jr., Steven.
Oh, Pearl. Did you see Bradshaw's down there too doing the commentating? All
What's
them
he,
Tennessee
what's he
boys.
commentating?
This
Oh,
game.
I thought you meant Terry Bradshaw for a minute.
Oh, no. And did I ever tell you the first time I met him?
Terry Bradshaw?
No, Dane Bradshaw. Is it? I keep saying. Now you got.
Yeah,
me messed
it
up.
is.
Yeah.
It is Dane Bradshaw.
Dane Bradshaw. Did I ever tell you the first time I met that kid?
I didn't know you met him.
He's younger.
He's our age. I didn't know you ever met him.
Yeah. So I was hammered and at UT, and I don't remember the whole story, and kind of was told about it later. But he was with Crump. He was a
Right.
center for Tennessee.
You right?
And we were at this party together, and apparently I went up to Crump and was giving him shit because he left my college basketball team on my video game. He went to the NBA, and I was upset that he left a year early. And but he was with Bradshaw at the time, so that's the first and only time I met him.
Okay. Well, maybe you should reach out and be like, "Hey, can we get you on the show?"
Yeah.
You probably don't remember, but
You don't remember me, but a little bigger these days. But
I remember. So he wrote a book while he was at Tennessee.
shit.
Do you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
And this girl I was dating at the time, she got me the book, and I guess he was having some kind of like signing.
Yeah.
So she got the book signed as well. I still have the book, I think. And all that she could, tell me was like when she gave me the book, I was like, wow, this is so nice. She was like, yeah, this guy's gorgeous. She just kept going on about how attractive he was compared to me. And it ruined the gift.
Oh, geez.
Who wants to hear that,
Yeah. Was his face on the cover?
I think so, yeah.
That hurts. Yeah.
So I had to stare at it and be like, that's what I aspire to be, I guess.
That's why I don't do books, Mike. But shout out to Vols, GBO, Go Big Orange. Thank you for the donation. Always enjoy the pod. Thanks, Mike and Shane. Thank you, cuz.
Yay, thank you.
Absolutely.
Let us know where your quarterback rank. Where should we have put Joey Aguilar?
Up there. Mike, that also reminds me to remind you that we are brought to you by Tennessee Legend Distillery.
Yeah.
Come on, cuz we're going to be partying Friday. I don't know if they got any seats left, but I'm going to be doing some painting. I'm going to be doing some sipping, a little emphasis on the sipping. And so hopefully I see a couple of cousins up there. If you want to get out of the doghouse, buy you a seat over there, do some paint and sip. Now, if you don't want to mess with the painting, that's fine. It's a distillery. Come on in there, get you some sipping yourself, and you'll have fun. Great people, and we'll be at the one by the Target. So if you do get up there, Friday, 7:00, I think is when it starts.
America time?
America time.
Okay.
But if I'm not there, we have two locations in Sevierville. We got one in Nashville. So just be sure to let them know the cousin sent you, because you get a discount and a bonus gift.
Do we do a paint and sip in Nashville? Do you know?
Not yet. No.
I'd love to do some paint and sipping.
Just come over here, man. This is the cool one. Actually, the Nashville ones are in a great location, so, which, by the way, it looks like we're going to probably be up there during the basketball tournament. So hopefully we'll see some of the cousins up there.
Yeah.
Way too early, but go ahead and throw that out there.
Hey, shout out to Vols, Go Big Orange. 5 to 6 for Joey Aguilar. That's about where you have him, right?
Yeah. 5 to 6 is a good spot. Potentially number 1 when he hoists that natty at the end of the season.
It's the 9th year.
Oh, shit. All right, let's see.
Where do you think ESPN, what is the percentage for Auburn Vanderbilt?
Oh, I think Auburn's going to win. No, Vanderbilt. I think Vandy will win. But shit, what do I know, Mike? I mean, I thought basketball's so crazy because it's just the momentum swings. It's like who gets hot at the right time, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Or who just kind of implodes. That's me on a golf course. Not like I will have a great drive and maybe even a par 5. So, again, 5, for those that don't know how golf works, par 5, it takes 5 shots. If you get in the hole in 5, it's usually the longest of the holes that you play. And I'll have a great drive. I may have a great second shot, even the third that got me on the green. But the problem is then the pressure comes on and I end up 3-putting or something stupid like that. When I could have just got it close and then buried a par or maybe even make a birdie. No, not Shane.
Balls go big horses. Shane's so used to going against Vandy, it's bleeding over to basketball.
Isn't it? It's bad, isn't it? No, Vanderbilt's going to win this thing. Vanderbilt's winning.
Vanderbilt, 91%, according to ESPN.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. I just wonder what Auburn's going to do. How long do they keep Pearl? Pearl kind of got this job. I mean, this is classic local politics, right? The guy that's been running the water department lets his son take the job as he's retiring. I mean, that's kind of what there was no decision. This is what you're getting force fed here. I think Auburn's so used to being successful that if they're not flirting with top 25 every season, they're going to get them out of there.
Yeah, it's not been a good one thus far. But another thing, you were talking about momentum. That is always, it seems like in basketball too, there's teams that are kind of like floundering.
Yeah.
And then in the last month, there's always a team or two that catches fire.
I just saw this comment. I missed this commercial, but that sucks because I was going to join tomorrow. They just aired a Planet Fitness ad here, and the effing deal ended on the 31st. Our luck, cuz. Our luck. Next year's our year, baby.
That's where I go.
Yeah.
It's only $10 a month.
Actually,
Can't beat that.
I've been doing pretty good. I've been eating good. I had a cheat meal yesterday. And it's not the cheat meal. Cheat meal's not the problem. It's the following day, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you stay off the wagon? And I got right back on it. In fact, I got about 800 calories to spare. Oh, shit. What a great one. I'm at 937.
I'm at 947. So I already know he's going to make us runner.
Yeah, sorry.
You either got to pause it or not react.
I will not react.
Of course, I've heard that before.
Oh! No, just kidding. I'm just making noises to mess with you.
I knew he wasn't making it.
No, you didn't. I didn't give you anything. I want you to look. So on this Auburn side, that's going to pop up in the top right corner. Do you see that older lady? She has talked the entire time.
Older Auburn lady.
Yeah, I'll give you a 10-second head start next time I see her.
Okay.
But every time it shows, she's just leaned over talking. Okay. Oh, now she's on her phone. You're about to see her in the foul shot. She couldn't be more not engaged in this game. And you're right there on the floor.
Are you talking about the big lady in the cow print?
I didn't say big. You said big.
But she's pretty damn big. Is that the lady we're talking about?
The camera adds a little bit. Yeah. She is checked it. She's telling her how much time we got left on this fucking game. That's what I was wondering. They started adding these seats right on the damn courts these days. Anything to make money, I guess.
Jared says you go grab a beer before I see the player reaction.
Oh, a beer would be nice. Do I got time? Yeah. You got it for a second?
Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is code for Shane is going to grab probably a burger and urinate. That's what he calls grabbing a beer these days. No way, older lady talking all the time. Yeah. Hello, Shane. If you're taking an older woman to a game, I anticipate she's not even going to watch the game. And that was like blowing his mind. Must be one of them San Antonio women. One of the best Charles Barkley comments of all time. For anybody that missed it, Google that if you don't get the reference there. I'd say by the time he gets back, I'll just be caught up to where he was when he left. Man, I can't imagine losing at home to Vanderbilt. How bad is that? Of course, I guess it's even worse in football like Tennessee did. Right now, I anticipate Shane is already... Oh, there he is.
What's going on? Did I miss anything?
No, just did you ever hear this Charles Barkley, San Antonio women?
Yeah.
Cousin said that lady must be from San Antonio.
And big old women in San
Shane, I was thinking this has got to be a horrible loss. Losing at home to Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
How does that ever happen? And then I reminded myself that Tennessee lost in football.
Yeah. Yeah.
Worst loss of the season for at least a decade.
You think Tennessee Vanderbilt was?
That's what she's saying. I think Georgia State was pretty bad.
No. Yeah, a decade's a long time, man. We've had some really bad games. Oh, shit.
Well, something good's about to happen.
No. She actually watched the play this time.
Okay. She did.
Yeah, she's dialed in on that one. That's it. It's like, nope, not watching NASCAR. She just needed to see the wreck, to see the crash. All right, I'm back in.
How about Modelo Memorial Stadium?
That would be a good one. Mexican OT opening up.
What burger did you have down there?
I made a burger today. Actually, yesterday.
I told him you were going to eat a burger.
Oh, I did have a burger today. So I got a good deal because I'm a tightwad, you know that, Mike, and save a lot. Had a good meal. It was ground beef that was on sale, and I was like, I packaged a lot of it up, but then I was like, man, let's make some burgers because it was actually 50-something degrees, and it was nice grilling out again. It's been a while since I grilled out. It was a little premature, but I'm ready for spring to be here, man.
Oh, got it. So you just made it at home?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Nice.
Dude, I'm a good cook. I don't cook bad stuff.
That's true.
That's the thing. I only cook what I like to eat. So I learned that with nothing against the wife cooking and stuff. She's makes some wonderful meals, but if I cook it, it's something I want to eat. So they'll, no stuffed peppers, no mushroom something, it's going to be meals that I like. So that's why I grill.
No vegetables.
Huh? Yeah. No, well, I do sometimes I'll do kebabs with some vegetables for the flavor. I don't actually eat them, but they do give. Or I used to have at Blackstone. I should probably get another one of those. Those were fun. Make fajitas and stuff.
Yeah, you were on that bad boy all the time.
Dude, I loved it. I loved it. It's just one winter, man, it got all rusty, and I just didn't want to deal with it. I said, nah, just throw it away. I'm done.
Here's the way it works, cousins. So Shane will get something like a grill, and he tries to get everybody to get one.
Yeah. And I'm pretty successful.
And then he gives up on it like a year later. It's like, why you guys got all?
Yeah. The wife's really, she's blown away that I've kept golf going. She thought I would give up golf.
Well, it's not been a year yet.
No, it has. I just renewed my thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Signed up in February of last year. Where are your jokes at now, Mike?
I'm pretty sure. You started in February?
Yeah. I promise you. That or they ripped me off the other day when I
think you started in like June.
No, because I went down to Orlando last January and they had one of them tracers where it's kind of like a
right.
Yeah. So I was starting to play and then I got the bug and then a couple of my buddies were golfing back home and I was like, I'm going to join. I'm going to do something. I'm going to go back. I just want to play golf. Right. And the first time I went to that golf course. Do you remember that one in Morristown by the airport?
You
remember, where Vifen and all that?
Oh, wait, in Morristown.
Yeah, Morristown.
Yeah. I do. I know where that's at.
So I pulled up there. I'm going in there to join. It's a neighborhood. They done sold all that property over there. So I was like, oh, well, shit, I'll go down to this other place. So I literally went down the street and I said, because I thought it would be cheaper over there. And I said, how much is the membership here? And he's like, it's X amount of dollars. He says, but don't do it. He says, we just sold this place to another guy and you can pay him next week. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I found out about Dandridge. I was like, and they told me how much it was. So I was like, really? I thought it was a lot more expensive than that. So then I joined there, and I've been hooked ever since.
There's like a little golf mafia down there, it sounds like.
Yeah. It just, what sucks is I was born in the wrong time. Because, like, back in the day, there was, golly, Mike, there was probably 6 golf courses in our county alone. They closed a lot of them. It's not near as popular as it used to be.
Hey, looks like you're not the only one grilling. Shane Ball Tiger, first grilled steak of the year.
Come on, cuz. That's what I'm talking about. What my go-to grill. So honestly, I've done chicken the most. I know you wouldn't think that, but it's just easy to cook a lot at one time,
Yeah.
And I like grilled chicken better than I like baked chicken or stovetop chicken or any of that. The only thing fried chicken would be good, but maybe like fajitas or something. I could do stovetop, but grilled chicken, I like the crispiness of it. And then hamburgers. That's like a staple. Steaks. Trying to think. Kebabs. I love doing kebabs. Like teriyaki kebabs. What?
I just think it's funny. Every time we turn basketball on, you're like, you know what's good to eat?
Maybe I saw a commercial or something,
What's the win probability now?
Fuck, I don't know. 95.
You nailed it. Vanderbilt, 95.
Hey, there we go.
You're good. You don't even know it.
Put some money on it. Maybe that's what I should start doing.
Win probabilities.
Absolutely. I'll be like that lady here in a second. I'll just be zoned out.
How about that George Foreman?
You remember I had a George Foreman?
Yeah.
That was the.
I think we've all had one. At some point.
I remember when I was on that. When I first went on that Atkins diet, your sister came in. I'm grilling like literally a pound burger, a full pound burger on it. And I'm pairing it with maybe sour cream and cheese or something, and she's just like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm on a diet. And she's like, you're literally eating a pound of ground beef right now. How is that? That's like for anybody knew whole carb thing, And I was like, just trust me, it works. I don't know how. I don't know the science behind it, but apparently if I just don't eat bread, I can lose weight. The best thing about going on a low carb diet though is
What's
coming
that?
off of it. Yeah.
Jerry
because
says that's called a damn meatloaf, Shane.
that's basically what it was. But I did it on that George Foreman, man. That grease was just flying out of there. Yeah, and it's funny because when you come off a diet, in my mind, I said, "Oh, I can't have that because I'm out of calories or it has carbs or whatever."
Right.
So I have these little conversations in my head like for 9-10 days. And then when I come off the diet, I go back. I'm like, "Oh, you remember when I couldn't have peanut butter? By God, give me a spoon."
Hey, how about Vol Tiger? He says, you ever deep fry a bell pepper sliced and battered like onion rings?
Yes, I have a little bit. Now, I'll preface this. I hate Olive Garden. Most cousins know this
But you go all the time, right?
because the wife loves it. But when I go in there, they've got an appetizer deal. It's like shrimp fritta, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
I know it's what it's called. I don't know why I said I think it is called that. And in that, it is fried shrimp and then fried red and green bell peppers. And it actually is great. I would prefer an onion, but
Uh-oh, Shane, she left.
oh no, did she?
Yeah.
I missed her.
But you would prefer, you would always prefer an onion ring.
Oh, without a doubt.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can't beat that.
Best onion rings. I'm just power ranking real quick. I love the blooming onion.
Mm-hmm.
I love the cactus blossom, which is kind of the same thing there at Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
But if you ever come in town and you go to Copper Cellar Restaurant, it's called the Brewery.
Yeah.
Brother, get the onion rings. Thank me later.
I think the last time I had onion rings, so that is one cool thing about living in a city like this. There's little, restaurants that kind of pop open all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy, what he did was I don't know what you call those, but those, they're like giant, like metal looking car, not cars, but like something you'd pull with a car.
Yeah.
He turned one of those into like a burger joint.
Oh yeah.
Just
Yeah, I
down the
gotcha.
street. So he's got a burger. He makes burgers and onion rings and fries.
Hell
And
yeah.
somehow he serves alcohol, and it's pretty damn good.
She is gone, by the way. Balls wanted to clarify worst loss meaning most painful because of who it was and where it was at home. OU less shocked me, but Vandy devastated me, and you called it SEC Mike. Yeah, I would say the worst loss, and it's not even close for me, Mike, for Tennessee anyway.
Was that when you had Florida made you walk miles?
No, I mean that one hurt, but 2022 going to South Carolina, Hendon Hooker getting hurt,
Oh no!
them cheating and stealing all our plays.
Did you see he came out? I'm surprised we haven't talked about this. He came out the other day on an interview and talked about that.
What'd he say?
He said he tore his ACL the game before, and he said he just played hurt.
Man, that is a damn. How
It's a
can they
warrior. I think it was like Missouri or something.
I'm going to try to convince. I'm done making kids. I'm going to convince my kids to name one of them, either Hendon or Hooker.
I think I know which one they're going to choose. Another funny thing Shane will do is he'll jump on TikTok and he'll find restaurants that are near my house and be like, why haven't you taken me here?
That's true, man. It's right across the street. I didn't know that, but there's a nice Irish place.
It's quite literally the closest restaurant to my house.
Dude, this lady, I didn't know. I didn't recognize it was in Nashville at first. Mm-hmm. And then, but she said something about Tennessee. And so I rewound it, and it had this flaky fish. Oh, man, it was deep fried. It looked so good. And then Guinness beer. I was like, why hasn't Mike's taking me all these fancy wing places, but he didn't take me to the Irish pub that's right down the street?
Well, you didn't know it was down the street.
Read the room, Mike. And it had a parking lot. We didn't have to walk.
That's true.
Let's see here. Cousins coming in here. If they made carb-free beer, I'd be on a low carb. They're really low. Like this one here. Okay, this is a bad example. Bad example. But I
have heard Guinness is better for you than most beers.
I went to, where was that place in Georgia? Helen, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a German little town.
Right.
If you ever get a chance to go down there, it was awesome. We went to a German restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, dude, I'm telling you, their beer with the food and stuff, the guy that was sitting beside me, he says, I was stationed, this is a serviceman. He was stationed in Germany for like 5 years or something. He says, dude, he goes, just prepare yourself. Your gut is going to feel so good for the next 4. And he was right. He was right.
Hey, shout out Thorhog. Had so many bad losses, hard to pick which one was the worst.
Toughest loss for Arkansas, I think, was
so many.
Shit. You remember that Western Kentucky game? That one sucked.
I think the worst one, I don't know. I think just because it was complete bullshit. I don't know how they didn't call it at the time. But when Bo Nix snapped the ball and spiked it backwards.
Yeah.
Like even like an elementary, I don't even know if they have elementary football, but middle school football ref would be like, well, you can't spike the ball backwards. That's a fucking fumble, you know? Like,
yeah.
How do you miss that one?
No, that's a good one.
That was pretty rough.
That one sucked. But they also got there was also the Auburn tip. Who was that? Arkansas too? Remember the kick? It hit that guy's fingers and went out of the back of the end zone, and they said it was a touchback. What's that? It may have been. But then they ended up scoring a game-winning touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Auburn got lucky a lot. That's why people didn't feel bad for them in 25 with all the bad breaks they got. They're like, dude, you kind of owed us a few.
Yeah, they celebrate the Western Kentucky one, Shay. That was the end of that coach.
Yeah. The coach we don't mention.
Hey, Auburn's coming back here, 68-60.
I tell you.
4:55 remaining.
Seriously, you could always tune in the last 5 minutes of these games. Just kidding. I know some people really enjoy
it. And she's still not back. She left it. Her team came back.
She, too, is walking out of that stadium.
I feel bad for that chair.
Hey. No fat jokes on this show. But that's a sturdy chair, isn't it? I'm always sizing up chairs. You know me, man. I walk in, and if the chair's got arms on it, I'm like, what the why do we need arms on chairs?
It's comfortable.
Nah. Who uses arms on chairs?
Probably
everybody.
Like 98% of the population.
I went to the golf that one place, the Oxmoor Valley.
Yeah.
And
6-point game, 420.
Their country club had a restaurant, armed chairs. I was like, I'll just eat at the golf cart.
Gavin says that chair is relieved.
Shame on you guys. She may have, what do you call that? Thyroid issues. That's what I got, thyroid issues. Big boned. That worked for a little while. Then you get out of middle school and you're like, maybe just fat, son. I don't even know what big boned means, but that was a popular one when I was growing up. That or because my brother's so skinny, they'd be like, did you push him away from the table? I heard that one weekly. That little bastard ate more than any of us.
He still does.
Yeah. I keep waiting for it to catch up on him. He'll probably get diabetes first.
You're what my mama called husky.
Yeah, husky. Yeah, they didn't have big and tall when I was growing up. No $5 bag chair. Hell no. And those little plastic lawn chairs, you could kiss that goodbye. One of the worst ones now, though, is those ones that sit real low to the ground, andoramic, or however you say that. Andoramic, I can't say it. But they sit real low to the ground, and they got kind of a back to them, that sits about 45-degree angle.
Right. I would imagine you wouldn't even test that.
It's not that I couldn't sit in them. It's just I could never get out of them, and I don't have anybody around me that can assist me in getting out of that son of a gun.
Hey, true story. One time I had a couch, right, where you hit the button and the legs come out.
Yeah.
And then, you push against the back, and that's kind of sends the legs out, right?
Yeah.
Well, I was reaching for something behind the couch and I fell. So my entire body weight was on the top cushion part. It was not physically possible for me to get up, right? Because my body weight is on the couch cushion that pushes it forward. So I was wedged between a wall, and I was home alone, and I was there for a good hour. And my roommate came home, and I was like, help! He had to come save me. I probably would be down an arm if he never came home,
Cousin Bo coming through Adirondack chairs.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, yeah. They're like, you've seen them. You usually see them at the beach,
Yeah. I don't go to the Nashville beach that often, believe it or not.
You don't, when's the last time you were at a beach?
I mean, Destin last year.
I was a Husky Jeans kid. We all were. Our pants are all bundled up at the bottom. Oh, shit. Oh, buddy.
Now I can hear your TV announcers on my end. I knew this was going to be an offensive rebound. They have Tom Hart. Offensive rebound. Shut up, Tom.
Tom's a good guy. He's a follower. He loves the show. A lot of those guys listen too, That's how, I mean, you gotta, it's be tough to talk about a new team every 3 days,
Right.
You got to get as much info as you can.
Oh, there we go. 6-point game, 322.
Brother, this may come back. This may be a.
Stephen Pearl might be best damn coach in the league.
Call timeout. Speaking of grills.
Where are we at now, you think, Shane, with the win probability?
95 still.
Not even close. 87. Things are switching here. I've broken a bunch of plastic chairs.
You just eventually you give, as a fat person, and you probably don't even think about it, but one of the worst things for me is walking into a restaurant and seeing the tables glued or just like cemented into the ground. You don't think about it because you're what we call a normie. But us fat people, when we walk in and we see those benches and tables ain't moving,
right?
Unless they gave us enough distance, it's going to be like Texas Roadhouse, prime example. They don't do that.
Why are they glued to the floor?
I don't really know why. I don't know the thought process in having that to make sure they maintain a certain distance from the booth behind them. But yeah, that kind of sucks. But you don't want to be like, let's don't eat here, What? You love Texas Roadhouse? Yeah, not that much,
These are all problems you could avoid if you just did your vanity walks.
Mike, I'm telling you, I'm doing good. I can afford this. I've got 130 143 calories. Here, I'll tell you where I'm at right now. Because I got to put this in my app. My fat app. You don't do diaries, but I've got to do them. So it's a snack. Actually, we'll put it under dinner. Whew, 143, but it's a B grade, so it must be good for me.
What is this now?
This beer.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's not bad. B, I guess.
Oh.
Jared says Chris Farleying some chairs.
What'd you do? Yeah. Oh man. And then you always believe it or not, I don't think I've ever brought one to the ground, but I have heard some pops before, you know. Like that ain't going to affect me, but somebody down the line, it's going to be like, they're going to sit on a weakened chair. Yeah, I got 572 calories left, so I'm doing good. 2-minute warning.
I'm at 210. You're 10 seconds ahead.
That guy realized that girl ain't coming back, so he's moved over a little bit. Give him some room. We're a classic move. We've all done that.
Oh, I was about to say, I do it every damn time. You know what?
Yeah. That was the nail, wasn't it?
Ooh.
That was the nail in the coffin.
Probably. Steven's going to talk it out here. You ever do that, though, where like you're at the movies and you try to take up, I don't want to say try to take up 2 seats, but you kind of make it to where like, if people are coming, they're like, I'm not going to sit next. I'm going to go somewhere open seat. So I've done that before, and the entire theater filled up until
you told it. Yeah.
until it was the biggest woman I've ever seen in my life came and sat, and I was like, damn it.
You could have had some skinnies beside you, but you're trying to play the game. I do that with parking. I don't like to, because the truck's wide, and I don't want it to get dinged if it doesn't need to be, so I don't cross the line. I'm not one of those guys, but sometimes I will park one side, maybe 6 inches from the line. So then when you're coming in, you'd be like, I don't want to park there. I'll move around, But that has backfired on me before. When I come in, they're like, oh, so I'm going to park there. Now I'm like, honey, can you move that truck out so I can get in?
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good strategy if you don't want to get it dinged to park so close to the line.
Well, I would only do it in a scenario that there was plenty of spots, I wouldn't do it if there's only 2 spots remaining. I would try to be.
You're taking the last 2?
Yeah, I like to park near the poles or near a wall or something like that.
So Shane's one of those guys.
But I don't park sideways or anything. Like this one guy drove me nuts. Now again, he had a bigger truck, but he pulled in, so there's like lines and there's lines on the other side, so that think of it kind of like H's, right? So there's just H's coming down. He put so if we got 2 H's beside each other, he put his truck right in the middle. So he literally took up 4 spots.
Damn.
Now, I said I normally don't do this. I did do it at the golf course down there in Florida. But at the time when I was going golfing, there wasn't that many people. When I came back, there was. And someone put a card on my truck and it said, "You park like an asshole."
Good for them.
Who has cards that say that, I thought it was hilarious. And we talked about it for forever, and it got in my algorithm. So now my TikTok, like every 5/5 ad I see is, hey, get this kind of fuck you parking, you're going to love it. Take that. No, I would never.
This is not looking good for Auburn.
Now, when I took my mother-in-law, that was a different story. We'd take that tag. Bo says he carries. I bet it was him. Were you down in Florida? Let me explain. Here's the scenario, though.
Why would you do that even if there was a lot of spaces?
I'm about to tell you. Right now. So when I pulled in, there's one of those massive, like family vans. They live like one of those that you can live in. I think it had like an air condition or whatever. I mean, it was just massive. But because it was so massive, it was almost literally on the line. So instead of me parking in my spot, I parked a little over. So I was the one that was taking kind of where he was taking the spot. I'm not blaming him, but I'm blaming him. I couldn't park in that spot. So I was like, hey, I'll just park next to this guy. And yes.
Well, if there were so many open spots, why wouldn't you just park somewhere else?
Because what did it hurt?
Well, clearly it hurt the guy with the card.
No. Well, he came in. He thought I started this whole thing. Old van boy beside me was there the entire time. Hell, he's probably living in the thing. I don't know. Could have knocked on his. It could have been him. I don't know.
I don't think it was. Yeah, lies. Yeah, your story is not holding up to conjecture. You said there were so many open spots, so it didn't matter. And then you're like, well, it was this fucking van's fault. Was it down by the river?
No. So I wish I could draw it so you could see what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's a parking lot,
right?
And there's a door, right? Everybody wants to park close to the door. I'm no different.
I always park farther away from the door.
All right.
Because I think sitting close to the doors for elderly people
and fat people, right? Okay,
expecting mothers, children,
exactly. And
your legs work, my legs work.
We're at a golf course, right? And I got to carry his bag. I don't want it to be too far away from the bag guy.
Yeah.
So regardless of the parking situation, Mike, you go in there and the first open spot is beside this van. No car could park beside this van because it is on the other side. Does that make sense?
Yes,
so they're already ruined the space.
When you started, you said it didn't matter. There was all kinds of parking. And now you're changing your story to say there was but one parking spot.
I'm not saying there's one parking spot. I'm saying it's the closest parking spot to the front door. But think about this. It's the closest spot to the van,
right?
But then there's like 20 open spots. So there's like the van, 20 open spots.
Gotcha.
So I could have parked in spot 2 and left the spot beside it open, but then nobody would be able to park there because of the van and my truck, right?
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, well, I'll just park a little over the line. It won't matter. Nobody can park there anyway. Blah, blah, blah. I get an asshole card. I'm like, I can't explain and I can't explain it on here because you weren't there.
Alan says, hey, anybody with printed up cards is just looking for a reason to use one.
It's like, there he is. There he is. Yes. Do we still have them? Yes. It's true. How petty do you got to be? My thing is, I didn't purposely take up 2 spots, but I did.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Even though the van was the instigator.
Mm-hmm.
What I should have done, now that we got asshole cards out here, I should have left that half spot open, and then I could have parked, and then they could have put one on the van and not me, and I would have just been sitting there.
Lesson learned, right? All that because Shane didn't want to walk extra few feet.
I'm going to be honest with you, Mike. Who's the real winner here? I was closer to the door. I clearly didn't get a ding on it. Worst thing I got was a card, which I ended up enjoying and making fun of. So if you're listening, read between the lines, buddy.
Bo gave you a card. He said, wear it with pride.
Actually, you know what's funny? While I had the card, I looked for parking people. I became that guy. I was like, well, I have the card. You know, we could put it on someone else's.
Yeah.
And we were constantly looking for bad parkers, and we saw some, but wasn't enough to put a card on, you know. If I could have saw that truck guy that took 4 spots, I would have put it on his.
I believe you. I believe you.
Are we rolling the ball yet? Nope. Mandy's got it. Foul him. See, that lady knew what she was doing. She's an Auburn fan. She knew it was over.
Hey, maybe we ought to do that, Shane. If you get to come up for the tournament,
Yeah.
we ought to go to that Irish pub.
I'd like to go somewhere and watch the games. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I want to do the Irish pub. Wait, they got games, right? They got the TVs in there, right?
I've never watched a game there. I don't know.
What was it called again?
It's called McNamara's.
Yelp. Let me get my Yelp app up. Camara's.
It's pretty far from the recording studio. Would be the problem with that idea, though.
Yeah, but it seemed like more people will be able to get to it if we're further away from downtown. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I noticed the last time we had a little get together, because it's downtown, I think people just don't want to mess with it. But we went to that one pub. We had so many cousins come in. It was so nice to see them all. McNamara's. Oh man, that looks good. Scotch eggs. I'm sorry, I get sidetracked. I'm looking for TVs.
You can see the anger in Shane's face every time he thinks of a guy taking 4 spots.
It does have a bar.
Jared says, is Mobile far enough?
Oh, they got live music and everything there.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much everywhere it does in Nashville. That's kind of a
that's
kind of a thing we do here.
I don't think we should meet there though. This looks more like a grab a good meal, and I mean, hell, if they want to come eat with us, I don't care. Well,
wait, I still got 10 seconds left.
You're not gonna like it if you're an Auburn fan.
All right, buddy. Hey, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Anything out before we close out?
God, what a shitty list you have. Shitty parking by me. But you know who's awesome? The cousins, as always. Thanks for hanging out. Look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Right? Yeah, Wednesday. So we got some more games. So we'll come up with something fun to do and probably catch another game with you.
All right, buddy. If that's going to do
I'll
it.
save some calories so I can drink more beer next time. I always say that. Then something happens around lunch, and it kind of puts me behind the 8 ball.
We've all been there, brother. But all right. Hey, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you on the next one.
See you guys. Go Vols.
Hey, buddy, this beer's for you, Mike, and Cousin Shane. That SEC podcast loves the Pirate, and the Pirate loves that SEC podcast. Hail State.